Megan, thank you. I'm Trace Gallagher in for Shepard Smith, and this is Studio B. Well, there is word today that dozens of congressional staffers have been making money trading stocks of companies their bosses help oversee. That is according to the Wall Street Journal, which is owned by Fox's parent company. The aides say they didn't use any inside information, but even if they had, it wouldn't be illegal because the insider trading laws that rule the corporate world do not apply to Congress. Well, now some lawmakers would like to change that. David Rehr is with us now. He's a business professor at George Washington University. And David, I guess the question here is, look, we're not talking about boatloads of money. I mean, some of these guys made a couple, $3,000 here, but it's got to be a huge advantage to be walking the halls of Congress and to have to know what your boss is kind of doing and thinking when it comes to making money, right?
That's right. All of the employees are covered by the Code of Government Service Act, which says you can't make money with information you know. But having said that, the Wall Street Journal did reveal that 72 staff made money in areas where they had some expertise or their bosses had expertise, which raises some disturbing question.
Yeah, let me just jump in here, David, because one of those examples is a guy named Chris Miller. He's a top policy advisor to Harry Reid, an energy advisor, right? And he apparently doubled his investment in renewable energy. Again, didn't do anything wrong, but even Harry Reid's office finally came out and said, you know, that was a bad decision.
That's right. And the consequence could be difficulty for Harry Reid getting reelected. He's in a very tough race. It's neck and neck if he's not slightly behind. And this is one more evidence of Washington just doesn't get it to most Americans.
And I guess the question would be, they could probably make more money, right? I mean, if you were so inclined and you're walking the halls of Congress and you're getting this information, you probably could make a lot more money knowing what bills are about to be signed and what companies are about to be backed. I mean, one of the examples the Wall Street Journal said was one of the aides investing in Fannie Mae, all right? Investing in Fannie and Freddie when they knew they were about to be bailed out.
That's right. That's right. Of course, if you want to make big money in Washington, you become a lobbyist for special interest groups. But having said that, I think all of these staffers should be under a fiduciary responsibility not to invest in areas where their boss has some oversight or they have issue knowledge. It just looks bad, it smells bad, and it's above the fold on the Wall Street Journal, which is especially bad for Senator Harry Reid.
Yeah, it really is. And I guess, you know, you look at this thing from the outside looking in, and all of these aides said, no, it was disclosed, by the way. This was fully disclosed. It's not like the Wall Street Journal dug for something and found out this was all hidden. This was all above board, David.
That's right. It's 1,700 financial disclosure forms of the top 3,000 most highly paid staffers on Capitol Hill. There's about another 15,000 to 17,000 staffers that don't have to fill these financial disclosure forms out. So there may be more of this going on. They may be lucky. They may be trading information. I just think it looks bad with America, with no growth, high unemployment, that Capitol Hill staffers are getting good deals in stock and quick turnarounds, and it just looks bad.
And I got to go, David, but what do you do? It looks bad, and Congress is exempt. But what do you do about the aides that are working for Congress members?
Well, I think the easiest thing to do is there were 72 phone calls this morning from their bosses to the staffers saying, don't do it again, it looks bad, number one. And number two, they could put all their money in blind trusts. Most members do that. It gives you the, transparency of saying, hey, let's let someone else invest the money. That way my hands won't be dirty.
David Rehr is a business professor at George Washington University. David, good of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.